All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for hopping on tonight's team call. Not much has changed in announcements, but I'll repeat myself from last week. So make sure you're participating in the Take Action Challenge. It's still around for May and June. You can earn entries by completing the daily activity tracker in your Coach Online office. Um, every 10 bod group invites that you send out, you earn one entry. Every new participant that joins your bod group also earns you one entry as well. And then all the fun prizes. Just do it. You're doing your work, right? So it's going to help you out regardless if you win a prize or not. The Summer Strong sale is still up. Just go to teambeachbody.com to look at all of the challenge pack options and the discounted stuff that is on there. May 19th, which I believe is Wednesday. So not tomorrow, but next Wednesday, Carl is going live on the Champions page at noon Eastern Central Time for some new product announcement. I am not 100% sure what it is. I'm thinking like a full body collagen. Not 100% sure, but that's my guess. If you guys want to guess, go for it. We'll see who wins. But that's really all for announcements. So make sure that you check that. And if you can't watch live on May 19th, I'm sure we'll all be posting in the team page of what it is anyways, but mark that down on your calendar. So tonight, I guess I just jumped right in it. We are talking about social media, like the best of what you need to do. Guys, we can talk about social media until we're blue in the face. Like there are people that make trainings, like month-long, year-long trainings on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm only going to talk about it for half an hour. So if there's something I miss, definitely like hop, unmute yourself, chime in, comment. I'm just kind of give like the best of the best, especially for new coaches. And if you need to tweak anything in your social media right now, just take one nugget from this. It's been a learning experience, 8 years, and social media is always changing. There's always something new that's going on. Um, you'll never be a pro. I mean, I don't even think like Shalene Johnson calls her, she's always learning. We're always learning. So just know if you're brand new, we're all in the same. Yeah, we might have a little bit more experience, but we're always learning and growing. So it's okay if you've made mistakes. You'll see some of my funny ones that I've made in the past too. So first things first, social media means like you need to be seen to be heard. So, like, make sure your profile is set to public. I know a lot of, in the beginning, a lot of us, especially teachers, we have like private, but there's no way you can grow your business if you have a private profile. It's not going to work. People have tried. And if you're too afraid to make your profile public, then you're going to be too afraid to do anything else in this business. So ask yourself, like, what are you so afraid of people seeing? If you're like, well, I'm a teacher, parent, I don't want parents to see what I'm posting. Well, you're not posting yourself at a bar like at 3 a.m. in the morning, right? Like you're posting like motivational things. So if you're worried what other people are going to think about you, then we need to work on your mindset and get more personal development into you. But that's just a start, right? So just make sure your profile is set to public. And a lot of things are going to be both for Instagram and Facebook. Instagram just has different lingo. On Instagram, have a creator account. Again, have it public and have the creator account. This will allow you to share your Facebook stories automatically to Facebook. So if you're on your Instagram, you're sharing a story, it instantly puts that story on your Facebook too. And that saves you time because none of us have time to go back and forth posting the same thing that we just posted on Instagram. So make your profile public. Now let me see, I'm gonna stop the screen really quick. And if your picture isn't up, put your picture up or put your camera on. Show of hands, who here has a private profile right now? And it's okay if you do. Anyone here have a private profile? Jen! All right, let me say this. Who did have a private profile when they first started coaching? All right, so most of us did. So Jen, it's okay. Now let me pick on Miranda. What made you change your mind from switching it to private to making it public?
So I'm not a teacher, but I coach high school cheerleading. And so I didn't want like parents following me and all that. But then I was like, what am I actually like? Do I really care if my cheerleaders and my cheer parents can actually see what I'm posting? Because it's like you said, it's all motivational stuff. It's me becoming the best version of myself and helping other people. So it was like, why I don't have anything to hide really. And so it was totally changed for me, like with reaching people who weren't already following me. So it is really important in growing your social media following for sure.
Yeah. Because you're only going to get so far with the people that you know, like your warm market, like we talked about last week. You constantly have to be growing your social media and growing your network. And if you have a private profile, it's going to be impossible to make that happen. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Boom. Okay. And like I was just saying, we always want to be growing your network. In the beginning, I only had 400 Facebook friends. 8 years later, I think I'm around 2,500. It honestly doesn't matter the number, it matters the quality of those people. So sometimes you'll see like Instagram accounts that have like 50,000 followers, but half of those are like robots and like people from like foreign countries that we can't even like sell to, right? But I just keep it very simple. Add 10 new friends on Facebook daily. It might seem like a small amount and like you'll not get anywhere anytime soon, but one person here and there, it adds up very quickly. So how I do in the beginning, I was a very private person. I didn't even have all my high school people because I didn't like them from high school. I'm like, all right, Rose, you're freaking like 28, like grow the F up. So I did. I grew up and I was like, screw it. I added all those people. And guess what? Like some those people are coaches on our team, and they're like, "Do you remember me from I went to high school with you?" I was like, "Shit, I did." Like, I'm so bad. I'm like, I don't even remember. I don't remember like high school at all. But anyway, so in the beginning, I added like all high school, college, anywhere that I worked. Like I just went to town. Anyone that Dave was friends with, so I just do females, right? That's who my part of my target market niche is females. Like I'm not gonna friend request males. So I went through like all of Dave's females friends and I added all of them. And guys, some people will accept and others won't. Who cares? Move on. There's plenty of fishes in the social media world. So not a big deal if people don't accept your friend request. I don't take it personal. So what I'll do is now, since I went through all my high school, college, blah, 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 for people's birthdays, I will send people a private message for their birthdays instead of like posting on their wall. So I'll just send them a private message saying, "Hey, thanks so much. Um, hope you have a happy birthday. Enjoy your special day." Whatever, like 2 sentences, right? And I'm not saying anything about join my challenge group, right? It's just a way of connecting with people. From there, I will go to their friends and see if I have any friends in common. If I have like 5+ or more friends in common, then I'll go through their friend list and add the like 10 people that I have 5+ friends in common. I will also go through like if there's somebody that I have 10 friends in common with and one of those people is Miranda, don't add them, people. Just kind of common sense, like I'm sure if they've seen Miranda's post, they know she's a coach and Miranda got her stuff, right? So there's no need to go poaching other people. Like I said before, there are plenty of people out there in the sea have a mindset of like plethora of people instead of having like a, a small mindset. Like there's so many people out there. So go through, like when you're looking at those common people, make sure they're just not other coaches on our team, just common sense. um on Instagram, what I will do to add new followers on Instagram, you can add more new followers. I will go to a brand or a local store. So, for example, there's a tanning salon in Cape May Courthouse. I'll go there because why? There are people that will spend dumb, I call it dumb money. I go tanning every now and then if I'm going away because I don't want to like go away like and be pale. But they're spending money on getting tan, right? It's like extra money. So that's where my mindset goes, is like, where's a place that's local that people are spending their money to feel good or look better, or just like even like nail salons, not really, but I'll do like hair places, hair coloring places. Just think like there's this like one personal gym person. I don't know how this lady makes any money, but she has like a little 5x5 studio. So I'll go to her Facebook, her Instagram page and add people. They're already into health and fitness, whatever. So just like think outside the box of like what local places that are around you that like your type of people would hang out or go to. We have like a local, it's called Green Street Market. So it's just like healthy, like my kind of stuff. So I'll go to their Instagram and add their followers, and I'll go to their latest posts and really go to who liked and commented on that latest post, because I want people that are already social on social media. Because if they're liking and commenting on those people things, then they're gonna like and comment on my stuff too, right? And then you could also do this for like global brands, but make sure it's a little bit narrow. Like you don't want to follow, or you don't want to go to Target and start adding, like that's too big of a niche, right? Or even like The Honest Company, that's too big of a niche. Go, sometimes like I'll look at like Parker's like things that people gave us, like his little hats, like um those like little mom and pop companies, or like his bicycle things, like little niches like that you can find. They're not too big, but they have a good size following that's active, and that takes just some time to kind of dig in and research that stuff. So always be growing your network so you have new people that you constantly can be talking to. So your profile, this is your, not even your 5 second interview. This is like your 0.5 second interview. Like think how quick, if somebody sends you a Facebook friend request, how quick of an instant do you look at their picture, look at their profile, even if you get that far, and you go yay or nay, right? It is like a millisecond. So do not have on your profile that you're a Beachbody coach. Not that it's a bad thing, but in that split second, people are going to see that and they're going to shut the door on you because they don't want to be sold to, right? And yes, we do sell challenge packs to people, but it doesn't give people a chance to get to know us and to get to know how we can help them before that door shuts, right? It's kind of like if you go to a car salesman place and that person, like, immediately as you step out of the car, they're like in your face asking you like you're just like chill, 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 like I just want to like look and browse. So give people that opportunity to look and browse before you're slamming them with like Beachbody stuff, right? So if you have on your profile that you're a Beachbody coach, just get rid of it. Do not include your website. I did that. Like Guys, no one's magically ever going to go to your website and purchase something. It's just not ever, ever going to happen. Instead, tell people how you can help them in your profile, and I have some examples. And then your profile picture should be a clear picture of you. Yes, your kids are cute, your family is amazing, but again, you have 1 second that people are scrolling. And this helps like when you're posting too. So say like, you make a post and you're going on the news feed. Sometimes it's hard to see who's who if you have like 5 people in the picture. If it's just a clear picture of your face, like the neck up, that's all it really should be. It has to be that clear. People will instantly know then who's making that post, right? Um, so here's some examples. Ashley, I stole yours really quickly. Um, Ashley's profile is mom of two with who is she helping? With a passion to help women realize that they can have the cake without the guilt. So Ashley's funny and she made it funny, right? And then she has in your Instagram profile, you can have what we call like a call to action, telling people what to do. There is one, the last line is blue. That's a clickable link. Now, when I said don't put your website there, I meant your Beachbody website. No one's going to go to your Beachbody website and click, but you can have a call to action to a Wufoo form, or I have a type form. Jessie Dukes at the end, she has her own like website with links. These are just links. If you click on them, you can go to mine or Ashley's or Jessie Dukes. And it's just a questionnaire to fill out for like your challenge group, or sometimes I'll switch it out to my coach sneak peek or my coach info form. So it's just a form that people can fill out their address, their name, and what they're interested, right? Wufoo has free ones and the type form is free. It doesn't have to be complicated. Go to mine or Ashley's and just copy it, right? Don't make it complicated, just duplicate what we already have. So tell people why they want to go there. Fill out the form below if you like to eat cake. Wink, wink. Again, Ashley's funny. I'm not. In mine, I have helping women find their inner health and step into their greatness, a former athletic trainer turned mom boss. And then I put girlfriend, let's chat. And then my type form. The very top line that's bolded, that is searchable, meaning if someone is on Instagram and they go to the search thing, if you guys are on, can you just mute yourselves because I get like squirrel brain really quickly. If you're on Instagram and you go to the search, and my mouse just disappeared as usual. Okay, there we go. Keeps disappearing. Okay. Anyways, go to the search. If you are searching for meal prep, guess whose profile might show up? Ashley's, because she has Ashley LaFrance meal prep. If you put in PCOS and or gut health, guess whose profile might show up? Well, mine should show up. My name, my Instagram name at the top is still Rosemary Smith. Ashley's is still Ashley Brody LaFrance, but that bolded in our profile is searchable. So put something there that's very niche focused, and it might take you a long time to, especially if you're new, you're like, what the heck am I going to put there? Right now, just have it your name, or have it your name and something else that you're interested in, the people that you want to work with. What are they searching for? What do they go on Google and search for? What do they go on Instagram and search for? Are you a new mom? Are you new to meal prepping? Are you new to cooking? Are you new to working out? Like, what are those people searching for? That's what you want to have in that top line. And then Jessie Dukes, I can't see because my mouse isn't working, but that's what she has there. She also has a call to action at the end. I would tell Jessie Dukes that she should do something different for her top bolded headline there for her profile. But hey, she's crushing it anyways. If you guys can tell, these are just like the top tips, right? If you don't do it perfectly, it's okay. You can still succeed in this. It's not going to matter. But see, we all have nice, clear pictures of our faces, and we'll talk about profile pictures and all, or post pictures and that stuff too. All right. So a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it really is. People follow you for you. They don't follow you for Beachbody stock images. So don't post that. People can instantly see that and say, meh, she's trying to sell me something, and they shut the door, right? So just have pictures of you, your family. Yes, on Instagram, you can have more content that's about like learning and like food and things like that. I'm not going to go into that again. I have 30 minutes, so we're just going to focus on the important things. In your picture, please smile, guys. Like, I know it might be weird and awkward in the beginning, but nobody is going to want to follow you if you don't look happy, right? Like, people tell me that like all the time, like, oh my God, you're so happy. I'm like, damn right I am. I smile all the freaking time, right? You just get used to it. It's just like one of those things, right? It's awkward at first, but people want to be around people that are positive. Like, there's a million Debbie Downers on Facebook, Instagram trolls, whatever. Like, we don't, people don't want to follow and be a part of that, right? Like, people want to be a part of something that makes them feel good. Be that person for people. Um, Change your pictures up. And I know there's people on our team that do this. So if you're on and listening, listen up. If you're doing the same freaking poses day after day after day, knock it off. It's boring. And guess what? People are going to do on the newsfeed. Burr, burr, burr. They're going to swipe up, swipe. They're not going to pay any freaking attention because it's going to become white noise. So look at other people's things for ideas. Don't copy for verbatim, right? You can't because you have a different face and all that kind of stuff, right? But look, like, how are they doing selfies or selfies in the mirror or full length photos? Or if you're going outside and getting bright, clear pictures, if you can go outside, especially this time of the year, it's just the best. Like today, I did one of I did one inside. And I'm like, "Ugh, this really doesn't look good." I was like, let me just go outside. And I got a really good picture in Parker Behaved. Like, surprise. You never know. Like, when opportunity happens, like, seize the moment, right? And sometimes, like, if you're not feeling it, like, go take a nice shower, blow dry your hair, put some freaking mascara on. Guys, I don't do it like 99.9% of the time, but if I need a good kick in the ass and a good like wake up like I did today, then I'll do that. And it gets me in the picture taking mood because sometimes I don't feel like taking pictures. On the weekends, that's when I do a lot of my picture taking because that's normally when I have time to shower and, actually dress like a human being. But you know what? People do want to see you in real life, and that's what they see in your stories, all sweaty and all that stuff. Um, so you want to have a balance, right? You want to show them the real life, but you also want to just have clear pictures so that people can actually see you. So even if at first you suck, keep trying. Guys, these were like in 2014. I don't know how I succeeded, but you know what? As bad as it was, I just kept going, right? So I would never post Insanity Max 30 on my posts nowadays. I would never post a shaker bottle with Shakeology. Again, people, especially now, what are people on social media for? To sell things. If people see that, they're going to be next, next, right? They don't want to see that. And look, I wasn't even smiling in the Shakeology picture. And it wasn't even like good lighting. It was awful. But I learned as I went, and hopefully I'm a little bit better. In a year, I might look back at my pictures now and be like, oh, what was I doing? But it doesn't matter. I just kept going. I failed forward. So if you've made any of the mistakes that I talked about, it's okay. You can come back from it. All right. So, what should I post about you and your life? Jessica talked about this 2 weeks ago. We can do a whole call, another call on this over and over again. So I'll just hit some bullet points. Share how the program is changing you. Share how coaching is changing you. So share the how, not the what. Don't share Insanity Max 30. Share what was going on that day and how that workout made you feel better. Share your everyday life and the struggles. Like this past week, I just feel like I got slapped with, another like health thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm not going to go on Facebook and be a Debbie Downer about it. Yes, I'm going to share my struggles, but how am I overcoming it? How can I use what I'm going through to help to teach people and also to like wake myself up and get myself out of a funk? And honestly, being a coach, if you've been a coach long enough, you realize certain situations in your life, if you didn't have coaching, how much worse you'd be off if you didn't have this. And it really, for me, it's the accountability of like, all right, like I have to get out of this funk because I need to work. Like I need to show up. I need to put on real people clothes and get out there, share my struggles, but also share how I'm learning and growing through those struggles. So giving people, like today, I just shared like a few little things that I'm doing, like chamomile tea and putting on makeup and blow drying your hair does wonders for you, right? So share those little things. You might not think it's a big deal, but when you give value to people, they'll come back and follow you time and time again. Share things that are funny and entertaining. Sometimes it doesn't always have to be serious. I am more of a serious person. Ashley's more of the funny person, and so is Tracy and Lisa. So go, if you want funny, go to them. But people will go back and watch that stuff over and over again. Personally, for me, I post at least once a day. Other people on our team post multiple times. It really just matters how you feel for the day or if that's like your thing. For me, posting on my like feed 3 times a day, nah, not for me. I can post my stories all day long, but I'm not coming up with 3 posts. That's just not me. So if you're like, Rose, I don't even post once a week, well, you better get freaking to it. And start off slow. If you want to do every other day, great. Work your way up to once a day. Rotate your topics. I'm sure we've said this before. If you don't have any other interests besides health and fitness, go find a new hobby. And yes, I'm freaking serious about that, right? Like that's another thing that coaching has brought to me is doing things that inspire me and that make me happy. And like I have to think about it like, oh, okay, like I have to go out and like find out the things that bring me joy. Like that's going to be good for, yes, your social media, but for you as a whole person. So go and find things that interest you, that makes you you, that you enjoy and that you like. And it might be different depending on the season, whether like I love to travel and beach, like outside, like that's this time now. So it might change for you during the season, or maybe you're in baby season. That is how you're personalizing it to you. And of course, health and fitness is a part of it, but people want to know that you are a real person besides just health and fitness. Best times to post, again, it's going to depend on you and the people that are following you. Personally, my good times are usually like 3 o'clock and then 7:38. If I post in the morning, I get nothing. Yesterday, I posted a reel and I think it got 2 likes on Facebook, probably from my mom and one of you guys. And then on Instagram, I think it got nothing. I posted at a weird time. It was like a weird, wonky day. Whatever, it happens. I learned, right? So it's trial and error. Night times, I would say, are mostly the best between like 7 to 8:30 for most people. So if you have like a really good post and you're saving it, post it at that time and see what happens. Like I said, trial and error, try it, see if it works. What else you can do on your Instagram insights? You can just Google how to find your insights. I'm not going to go through that now, but you can see the hours of the day and your followers and what time they're on throughout the day. So on Instagram, for me, 3 o'clock is the high time of when my followers are on. And then Facebook, if I go on my Facebook message app, I can see how many people are on. And I'll look throughout the day, and typically it's the highest at that 8 o'clock, 7:30 time. It might be different for you, so you got to kind of do some research on that. So search the team page for posting ideas. This is May of 2020. Literally, I made this PowerPoint tonight, and I just searched in the team page, posting ideas, and boom, this popped up. There's millions of these in our team page. So if you're like, Rose, seriously, I have no idea what to post about, here you go. Screenshot this and just search in the team page for ideas. Search on Pinterest. There's plenty of things. You just have to be willing to be creative and just post and see if it works for you or not. So your stories, let me take a sip of tea here for a second. Your stories is going to be more behind the scenes of your everyday life, less of the my hair is done, and more of just the like, this is who I am for real, guys. So with your stories, you can do 6 a day. For me, it just depends. On the weekends, I do more on the weekends instead of just being at my house. So I might have more stories to put. 2 of them can obviously, I would say 3 or 4 of them can be your workout and your shake, energize, recover, right? So the rest of them can be about who you are, so people can get to know you, right? Add them sporadically throughout the day. Sometimes I don't have a time, like with Parker pulling me around the house and wherever he takes me, to take a picture and then post it on my stories because I want to put words on it. So I'll just save it. And then when I have time, when he's napping or when he's down for the night, that's when I post. So I'll post it on my story. So I'll post my stories in the morning when I first get up, during his nap time, and then when he goes to bed. So around 3 times a day is when I'll add to my stories. So when you post on your Instagram, you'll see like that little like airplane looking thing, little airplane arrow. If you click on it, you can share your post to your stories. You can do the same thing for your reels, for your IGTV. This is just going to get your post more exposure. So if you go to my stories, you'll see this. I'll always put like a tap here or a new reel over the post. So people actually have to click on it. When people have to click on things, it just gets your algorithm, your Instagram or your Facebook algorithm up higher in the news feed or higher in the Instagram feed. So that just means that more people are going to see your stuff. We want people to be engaged with what you're posting. So yes, even if you don't get a lot of likes or if you don't get a lot of shares, stories is a really great way that you can create content that people are going to be engaged in. So if you go on my stories, I did it for a reason today. I just did like silly little things. Let me get to it really quick. So I asked people, I got some powdered almond butter from Thrive Market. So I posted that, a little info about peanut butter and almond butter. And then after that, I just did polls. I did like 5 polls about like food related. I said, what do you like better? Peanut butter or almond butter? What do you like better? Pancakes or waffles? What do you like better? Chocolate or vanilla? What do you like better? Burgers or steak? And you're like, Rose, what does this have to do with anything? Well, like I talk about food a lot, right? So number 1. Number 2, it's getting people to click. It's getting, it's Instagram is recognizing like, okay, people are paying attention to Rose's stuff. When she posts, I'll put her stuff out to more people. So the more that you're using the poll options, that you're using the question options, that you're using the different features in your stories, like the music and the GIFs and all the cool things that are on there, They're there for a reason because Instagram wants you to use it. So use it. And the same thing, I didn't do any slides for reels because again, that can be a whole another team call, which I'm sure we'll do. But if it's on there, if it's something new that Instagram put out, use it. Like be willing to get outside of your comfort zone and do a reel. And guess what? Most of the reels are people copying other people. That's really pretty friggin' easy. So, best way to do a reel is go search on Instagram, go on the little reel thing, and don't get stuck in an hour of looking at reels, but take 2 minutes, find one that you like, copy it, and share it. And boom. All right. It might not be that quick, but you don't have to come up with, you can come up with fresh ideas for reels. But if you're just getting into it, just copy someone else's because I bet you they copied it from someone else too. So be social, guys. It's called social media for a reason. And I know like sometimes either like I'm just not in the mood. I'm just not a social butterfly person. That's just my personality. But this is a business and I'm willing to do uncomfortable things that I don't like to do, right? Just I love being a coach, but yeah, of course there's some things that I'm not crazy about. That's with any job that you do, right? So you have to think if your posts I misspelled that. If your posts are getting crickets, meaning no one's commenting, no one's liking, one of two things. Either what you're posting about is don't post it anymore, or you might just have to fail and learn as you go. You might need some better, clearer pictures. You might need to learn how to tell your stories a little bit better. Not a big deal. The second thing is if you're not engaging in other people's posts and stories, then Facebook and Instagram are going to say, meh, Rose isn't really doing anything. All she does is want. Like she keeps posting, but she's not actively engaged in other people's posts. Then they're not going to show your stuff to other people. So if I am sending out happy birthday messages to Samantha, Facebook sees, oh, Rose and Samantha are having a private conversation. Next time Rose posts, I'll put that in front of Samantha on her Instagram feed or Facebook feed, whatever. So connect with people, be social, like and comment on their things. And and this is a really good golden nugget, right before you post, go and like on 3 people's posts, and that will help to boost your engagement. That will get more eyes on whatever you posted. And of course, when you're doing that, be genuine. Like if you don't really like their dog or like their cute baby's picture, I mean, how can you not? Be you, right? Like and comment on things that you like, you genuinely like, right? Like you want to create a team, right? Of people that you're friends with, and you don't want to be creating a team off of, things that you're not interested in. So go find 3 people that you're interested in and go like and love on their stuff. And then you can post and that will help to boost that engagement. And I guess I didn't finish this slide either. Social media is a trial and error and it's always changing. So, like I said, be willing to try new things, be willing to fail and learn. And what works for somebody else, guys, might not work for you. So, keep trying. So, yesterday I said, I did a truffle reel, it got nothing. So, what is that telling me? Nobody likes freaking truffles. Maybe I definitely probably posted at the wrong time, and I probably won't do that one again. What gets really great engagement for me is like funny mom stuff. Like I posted one on for Mother's Day. I'm like, oh, should I post this? I'm like, it's kind of like a little raunchy, not raunchy, but it was funny as hell. And you know what? People shared it, people liked it, people commented on it. So on Instagram, it doesn't always have to be your things that you come up with, like a good funny ass quote. Erica Martin does an awesome job at that too, of finding good stuff that people can like, comment, and share. The more that people can share things, that's even the better too. So when like you're doing your stories or doing your posts, having a call to action, telling people what to do, share this recipe with your family and friends, or tag your friends below if they need help with this, or share or save this so you can go back to it for later. Tell people what you want them to do, but it, like, the shares and the saves are high for Facebook and Instagram on the algorithm, meaning the more shares and saves that you get, the more your posts are going to go up in your news feed. That happens, more people are going to see your stuff, and hopefully they like your stuff, they're going to start to follow you. So I know I threw like a crap load of info at you guys. Some of it might be old, some of it might be new. Let me find my mouse again. If anybody has anything that they want to add, I can't see the comments yet, but unmute yourself. If there's anything that I missed that you guys think new coaches should know, or anything that's working for you. Anyone? Bueller.
I remember when I was a new coach, like there was a lot of information. Like if you could just like take one or two things of what she said and like master that, and then take one or two things again and sorry, my daughter's screaming now. But if you could just take one, two things, master them, and then do it again, you don't have to do it all right now. I mean, there's a few things like you can make your IG public, you could change the font or your IG bio, but like maybe you just focus on reels and master them. And then maybe you do something else later. Like you don't have to do it all at the same time. Cause I know when I first started, like I would see Rose and Jess doing all these things. I was like, oh my God, I'm not there. I don't know. I'm here and they're here and I'm not there yet. So I would just like take it at my own stride and start to learn things. So that's all I have to say. I'm gonna go get her now.
I think for me, because I still consider myself newer, piggybacking off what Ashley said, like I thought of, I think maybe like 5 things regarding to social media that I knew I could like tackle and handle, and I mapped them out in my planner. So like every day I'm not creating a reel and connecting and inviting and finding new followers. Like today I'm adding 10 followers on Instagram, 10 followers on Facebook, and then tomorrow I'll make sure I catch up on all my messages and connections. So I also like have a list of real ideas in my planner, and I'll like pick 2 or 3 days a week that I think I can like have time to sit down and like make a reel. So the few things that I do want to learn to master, I put it all out in my planner, like with, like as realistic goals, not just all these things that I want to do, things I know I'm going to be able to like achieve and learn from. So that's what's been helping me. Literally just the last few weeks, I started doing that.
Yeah, and I think that way you're being realistic and you're not setting yourself up for failure. Not saying like, all right, Rose told me like 30 of these things, I need to have them done by tomorrow. And if not, I'm a total failure. Because yeah, if you put that expectation on yourself, you're going to feel that like pressure. Take off the pressure and just learn one thing at a time and schedule it so you know, all right, I can do 1 or 2 things today. I can't do everything, but 1 or 2 things I can tackle. So good tips.
I found an easy one are those like engagement posts, like what would you rather? I posted one the other day and I have like over 400 comments from people I've never spoken to in my life. And like I don't like popcorn because I really don't. But like people were telling me the most off the walls. Someone told me they don't like to sleep with pillows.
What?
But I'm telling you, but like, first of all, it's a conversation thing to have with people. like a connection that has nothing to do with fitness, but also like so easy for someone to comment on that. So I know that that boosted me up in the algorithms a lot, like 400 comments. I just kept popping people were commenting for over a week on it. So it must have just kept popping up on people's feed. And I had no idea that was going to happen. So for newer coaches, I think that's an easy one to do. Like one time I posted like a, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie one, that got a lot, like some of those types of things that everybody likes. I think those are really good.
And that kind of like lowers people's it lets their guard down a little bit, right? They're like, all right, Jen's cool. Like I can have fun with her, right? She's not just all about like workouts and sweaty selfies, but like she's a real person too. And it just, yeah, it makes you like just be real.
Yeah, you're relatable. I like people can connect with you on that.
I was gonna say too that even if you're doing this like forever, every year something new comes up. So we're always learning. So you can learn a little bit at a time and then keep learning more, because every single year, like this year, we're all learning reels. So it's something that we never thought we were gonna do. Like I used to see TikTok and I was like, well, we're not doing that. And then reels came up and we were like, oh, we are doing that. You know?
I did the same thing, Jenny. I was like, I still don't have TikTok. I'm like, damn it, Instagram got reels. I have to freaking learn this. Yeah, I mean, some things I was very resistant to, but it's like, if you don't want to be, you guys remember like Bradley's? Like you don't want to be the Bradleys of Instagram and not keep up with like, you have to get uncomfortable.
Evolve, right?
Yes,
Evolve.
thank you. Evolve. You have to evolve. Does anybody have any questions? Everyone must be super tired tonight, but hopefully you guys are digesting that. Going back to what we talked about last week, if you're not doing the vitals of like your workout and drinking your shake and sharing that stuff, don't worry about this. Like make sure you have those fundamental things down before you step into this arena. You can't have this and then miss the other stuff because it's not going to connect very well. You're going to be missing a huge piece of the puzzle. So make sure that you're taking care of you first, and then you can tackle all of this fun stuff.
I actually could ask a question. I'll be that person like at the faculty meeting asking the question when everyone just wants to go. What's your opinion still on like on Instagram specifically, like adding a friend who's private? Because then you can't see exactly how active they are. You know, like if their profile seems cool, like seems like someone you can connect with, but they're private, do you even bother trying to friend them?
On Instagram,
Yeah.
I will do it very quickly. So like when I go to like the tanning salon and I'm adding followers, I'm just going like, I mean, a split second. If it's like an old lady, like I'm not going to add her. I don't look to see if it's public or private. I do that afterwards when I'm making connections with people. So when I go to like my newest followers, then I can see their stuff and then I can connect with them. If
Because
they're
I'm still just looking for people whose profile is public, because I don't know, I just thought that made more sense.
Just think about it like this too, Rach. Like when I started, I was private. So a lot of us on here we were all private when we started, and it wasn't until we started coaching that we switched it up. So just try to think that way when you're adding
Right,
them.
well, that's good because that'll save me a lot more time.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to find like that magical unicorn that's already on Instagram. They're already posting. They already have followers. But sometimes it is that the person that has a private account that you just never know. So yeah, I'll add them, and then if they decide to follow me back, then I can see all their stuff. But good question. All right, guys. Well, have a great night.
I
Thanks.
have one question. How often do you reuse photos? Like if we get like, you know, like our professional photos done, how often how much content do you really like reuse?
Personally, I try not to use the same picture. I will reuse my old posts from years ago. So if like I go to my memories and I posted something really good, I'll use that same caption and I'll put it to a different picture. So that's why I get my pictures done. Like I have a local, Dawn, who was here for the team retreat in the summer. That's why I have her take a lot for days that like I don't have anything. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, I don't really ever use the same exact picture. Maybe like a before picture, because I can't go back in time and take many of them. And then, of course, always help out your coaches. So if you have new coaches, you might see me if you're one of my newer coaches. I might go to your feed and then you'll see me like a million of your stuff at once. I'm trying to help you and boost your algorithm. Yes, we try and do that as a team, but if we try to do that, like that would be my entire day. So sorry guys, if I don't like and comment on your stuff all the time. I try and do my best, but I would legit be there just doing that all day. But if you have like, sometimes we'll do like the post pods. So if like you're in like a new coach pod, like go and help out the new coaches that are in there. If you're in a challenge group or in our team page and you see new, like, so help each other out, but don't feel like you have to help out everybody. Same thing in like your Instagram stories, like when we have team call nights, tag a few coaches. We did have a spot in the team page where we had all of our Instagram names. It's very easy for us to find you if your real name is your name in all the other areas. It makes it difficult to find you if you have a different name on every platform. But tag coaches, and then it's easy to just reshare that stuff once you're tagged in stuff. So if you're on the morning workouts, if you're on team calls or the Q&As on Sunday, or I'll tell Dave to do this all the time. He did it tonight. I'm like, hey, like I'm super busy. Like take pictures of Parker, tag me in your stories, and then I can repost it to my feed. So that might be a little helpful tip too, to get more Instagram stories, is I have the hubby help out a little bit with that.
I had one more tip. I don't know if anybody mentioned it. Obviously, I wasn't here. I know I told Trish to do this. So a lot of you guys work full time and it's hard like to post like after your workout or what you're doing throughout your day. So like she'll save it, like she'll save her workouts. And when she gets a break at like lunchtime, then she'll post. Remember, nobody knows what you're supposed to post, when you're supposed to post, what you're supposed to do. It's like when I learned in marketing, like when you're making a speech, no one knows what you're supposed to exactly say. So she'll save them. And then when she has time to intentionally and purposefully make a post versus just posting on her stories just because she asked to post. So don't feel like you can save them. And when you're like, okay, I've got time to sit here and do it, then you can make your stories or your posts for the day. And then also if you've got time on like a weekend and you're like, oh, I've got a few posts, like I'll plan my posts for like the week. Like I've got a post for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you have time to create those posts in your notes page of your phone, and then you can just copy and paste it, and that will save you some time as well. So those are just some tips if you're busy on maybe to help with that.
And I just remembered too, there are some like apps that will post your posts for you. Don't use them because Facebook and Instagram knows that it's a like third-party app, and it's like almost like a strike against you by using those things. So do what Ashley said. If you don't have the time right then and there, just wait. Nobody knows that you didn't take that picture right then and there, right? Like it's okay. Ashley, Jules looks like so comfortable on you. It's like, All right. We're ending it here. Have a great night. Sunday is Q&A, and we will see you next Tuesday. And in the team page. Bye.